We're not letting that mute loop again. And don't tell me I'm muted. I caught it. I caught it. I caught it. You don't need to tell me. You don't need to tell me. Hello. Hi. How are we all doing today? Hello, Acetarius. Hello, Stazzleanan. Hello, Zigzoinks. Hello. Yes, yes. I did. Yes, I caught that I was muted. Also, yes. Hello, Ziggs. Hello, Ziggs. We're staying like this forever until I debut and... Can I expose that? Probably October. Yeah, I'll tell you that. Yes, original model is not going to debut until like October. It's a pain. It's actually a royal pain. I am so upset, but all we can do is wait. So October, mark your calendars. I don't know what day yet, but yeah. Lord Rien is the other model with the hat. Got it. Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, for all intents and purposes, Lord Rien is now also me. we're both. I'm an amalgamation, an evil fusion. We can be Lord Rien, you know, whenever. I was just remembering how what was it? When I was playing Silent Hill. And Garain on YouTube had made this joke of calling me Rion X Kennedy, but the way that it's spelled, also, I'll send it here, also just looks like an amalgamation of Rian and Ron, so we could stick with Rion. Is one like a gender swapped version? Well, to be fair, okay, channel lore time. Channel lore time. Lady... Lord Rien was the original. And this model I'm using right now was technically the gender swap. Okay? It was the gender swap. However, I came to realize I don't like the female model. I prefer the male model more. So now we're using the male model, and this is what it is now. That's the channel lore. That's the channel lore. I hope that explains things to you. If you like the tomboy vibes. See, it's actually so crazy to me that you guys are referring to me as a tomboy, because my manager, when I first started streaming, he was telling me, oh, I was like, I told him like I want to go for more androgynous angle with streaming, and he's like, you can't do that because androgynous doesn't do well. You need to commit because no one cares about androgynous. And he's just like, just a cruel fact. It is what it is. So, and then also then when I was like, oh, I want to be androgynous, he's like, also, I don't think you could pull off tomboy. And I was like, I never said I wanted to be a tomboy. I said I wanted to be androgynous. And he's like, same difference. And I was like, what? And instead he was like, go for mommy. So that was what the female model was originally. As I was like, okay, go for mommy. And then I was like, I hate this. I hate this. So now here we are, and I guess I'm a tomboy, even though he said I can't pull it off because he said I'm too posh to be a tomboy, but I can be both. Huh, fancy that. I can be posh and a tomboy. Crazy how that works. I'm just a new interesting thing. I'm just a new interesting thing. We'll explore this together. Also, one twin is a femboy, the other's a tomboy. It's fitting. Yeah, exactly. We're just the gender twin. We're just very gender. I feel androgynous is definitely popular, though. I mean, to be fair, he said androgynous is really popular with Japanese VTubers. He said with global VTubers, doesn't really do well. Androgynous does really well with Japanese VTubers. But he says like, but there's not any like really popular androgynous global like EN speaking, English speaking VTubers. That's mainly where he was coming from, because he was just like, it's not an established market, so you're not going to be able to, so it's not confirmed if it will do well or not. So, and also, you know, cultural difference. What is androgynous? Androgynous basically just means that you don't have a very clear gender, or rather, you are kind of on a spectrum of being in between, kind of like both. Sort of like non-binary. So it's just like you don't really have a strong feminine presentation or a strong masculine presentation. You're just kind of in the middle. That's what androgynous is, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, so it's like I don't disagree with my manager and what he said. I get where he's coming from, but I'm also stubborn, and I want to do what I want, regardless of if it's hard or not. So here we are. Yeah. Yeah. Also, everyone else is 100% mommy, even the tomboy ones. Not that I'm shaming them. Yeah, that was even something. Is he was like trying to tell me like I should be mommy, and I was just like, I think I'm too mean to be a mommy, because I feel like most mommy VTubers tend to be like really nice and nurturing, and I think I'd be too mean. And he's like, no, you don't understand. People would be into that. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, if you like insult them and degrade them, they'll really like that. And I was like, I think that's too weird. I think that's weird to me. I think that's a little too weird and freaky for me. I don't know if I can wrap my brain around that. If people show up here and they like getting insulted and degraded, more power to you. I'm not gonna feed into it. But if you get off on that, I can't stop you, really. I can't really stop you. So, I mean, whatever. But yeah. Also, let's see. I know plenty of VTubers that don't fit that, like when Penrose is not mine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, even so, I like, when I remember I was telling, like, my manager was, like, saying, like, you can't be tomboy. I was, like, kind of, like, debating him a little bit, because, you know, I'm argumentative as well. I was like, well, Rin Penrose is tomboy, and they don't really feel and she doesn't really feel tomboy to me. And he's like, no, she's totally tomboy, but you can't pull that off. And I was like, okay, whatever. I don't really want to be a tomboy anyway, but I mean, hey, look, you guys are saying I'm a tomboy though, so it looks like I can pull it. Looks like I can pull it. There we go. Yeah, you know, I am an actor after all. My range is infinite. My range is infinite. He thought that I was mommy. No, I'm tomboy. I mean, yeah, I don't know, cause it's like I also have an associate who's in a big VTuber agency who I will not name, but they were like watching my VTuber auditions and stuff to like give me advice on applying to agency. And when they heard my voice, they were like, you should be a mommy VTuber. You have the perfect voice for it. You pull it off effortlessly. If I had a voice like yours, I would be a mommy. And I was like, whoa. So that's kind of why my manager was pushing on it so hard, because this associate of ours was like, you can do this. And I'm like, I don't think that's really for me, to be honest. It involves too much fan service and stuff. So I'm just out here just being me, you know? That's where we are today. Also, they shouldn't force you either way. You should know best what you would feel comfortable with. Yeah, exactly. Like, I was open to wanting to give it a shot, but once I did, I was like, no. And even then, you guys might, for those of you who are like longtime viewers, you might be like, I never really remember you leaning into the mommy's chick. And yeah, that's because I dipped a single toe into it, and I was immediately like, hiss. I never really committed that hard because it just made me too uncomfortable. Ironically enough, you always felt androgynous to me even before Lady Ron showed up, despite how feminine Lord Rien. Really? Really? That's interesting. Wait, why is that? I'm so curious to know now. Why is that? Also, fan service always scared me off sooner or later. No, yeah, I agree. But that's also something with my manager. He's kind of a little traditional in that regard, where he's like, oh, all VTubers have to do fan service. How you grow. It's how you're successful. And for me, I just, you know, I just don't like it. It's like, I mean, I've mentioned to you guys, like, you know, I'm asexual, so obviously I don't really get the appeal for one. And for two, I'm, despite as much as I love to thirst over, men and stuff for the funny and lulz, the idea of actually trying to appeal to people like that is just, I'm far more prudish in reality. Like, like, I'll tell you this, I love banter, Okay, so sometimes I like to go and start flirting with people for fun because I like the witty repartee and back and forth. But as soon as someone starts flirting back with me, it's just like disgusting. Ew. Also, leave me alone. So, it's like you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to just let me flirt at you. Do not flirt at me back. This is a one-way street. Also, I'm not sure. I guess I just have the vibe then. I guess I just have the vibes thing. Also, I mean, they aren't wrong. It's the fastest way to get attention, but sure isn't the only way. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I think fan service is definitely the best way to get popular and to get attention as a VTuber. But again, like I said, I'm very stubborn and I like to do things my way, okay? Like, I'll listen to people to agree. I'll try their way out. But also, if I'm not on board with it, I don't care how easy it will be if I just throw aside my inhibitions. It's just, I would rather do things the hard way, but do it my way, you know? Even if it means I have to suffer harder. Which is kind of where I am right now. But you know what? I like the community I have. And I like that I don't have to constantly be bonking people on the head because they're being horny in my chat. So it's working out. It's working out. We're making a nice, wholesome, supportive community, and I really like that. Okay. Also, a fellow prude. Yeah, I honestly am. I really am. Like, look, I'll thirst over fictional characters that when it comes to like actual reality, I'm just like, ew, gross, ew. Also, I'm somewhat like that. Yeah. Like, also being the fellow, like, I like to flirt at people, but don't flirt back at me. Also, I think it's your demeanor and the fact that you call yourself Lord instead of Lady. Yeah, because you see, okay, so that probably makes sense then. Because for me personally, and I know that this is something, I think that always makes people ask this question, like, oh, what are your preferred pronouns and stuff? Because for me, I personally like referring to myself like with masculine terminology, because the whole thing of like someone coming up to me and like, oh my god, queen, you are so slay, keep slaying, girl boss, and then it's just like, I don't vibe with it. But if someone's like, yeah, king shit, keep slaying, prince, I'm like, yeah, like, I don't really care about my presentation if I look masculine or feminine, like, because, you know, I'll tell you this. I own Lolita dresses and stuff. Like the super frilly, like EGL. You'll probably recognize like gothic Lolita and stuff. I own stuff like that because I like that kind of fashion and that sort of thing. And then I also own a lot of like frilly shirts and pants and boots and stuff like that because I just like all kinds of fashion and things. But it's like if people are just like, oh my god, girl bossing shit, I'm like, ew. So that's why I thought it was kind of interesting at the very least when I at first was like Lord Rien, that I like the contrast of having a very feminine model but being my lord. And then consequently for this one to then flip it and be like masculine model but then go by lady. I thought it was fun. Okay? Also, to be fair, fan service also covers references and callbacks. It's just the easiest one is that way. Yes, you're absolutely right, Gurin. You're absolutely right. Also, hello, hi, welcome. How are you doing? Also, Rien disparages the people in her chat who were born. Yeah, like if you have horns, get out of here. Tieflings, fuck off. I am absolutely a hornophobic. Also, that sounds like tomboy behavior if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, you're probably not wrong. You know, I mean, I won't say that I'm not a tomboy, okay? I'm not gonna dispute that because I definitely have tomboy interest. I love running around in nature and sword fighting and doing physical activities. And when I was a kid, I wanted to be a race car driver. And that's why I watch Inazuma's Super Speed's career with great interest. I mean, and I like driving fast. I like doing risky activities and adventure and that sort of thing. But, you know, I also am a little fruity and I'm like, oh, and I love tea and clothes and art and music. So I'm just weird, sorry. I'm just very weird. I go into my phases where I like lean one direction harder than the other. Like now I'm currently like in a more like sporty adventure phase where all I want to do is just like run around and like just go crazy and go hiking and stuff. And so I've just been going out a lot recently, which is nice because it's also spring. So I guess it's spring fever. Also, Runa is basically Conqueror from Invincible, standing ready for my arrival worm. Absolutely, absolutely. What is this sudden tiefling slander? Yeah, you would take an issue with that, wouldn't you, Talio? Wouldn't you? Also, time to off my demon horns then. Well, look, if you're deciding that you need to change yourself because of my opinions, I can't help you there, buddy. You should feel proud of yourself instead of feeling like you need to change yourself just because someone said that they don't like something about you. Real talk, real advice. Always be true to yourself, okay? I have a feeling you're more of the masculine twin. To be fair... to be fair, yeah. Yeah, between me and Talio, I'm definitely... Between the two of us, people always are just like, yeah, you're kind of like the more like alpha masculine twin. He's just always been how he is. But I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's kind of fun, to be honest. What is it? I feel like also, especially because like you listen to us as well too, and I also have the deeper voice between the two of us. So it's just kind of interesting and goofy in that regard. Yeah, and so that's why Talio's the femboy. He's a super uwu femboy, super cutesy uwu, and everyone loves him. Uwu. Also, to be fair, for a period of history, tea and class and music were predominantly male-led fields. See, exactly, and those are actually why, whenever I was a kid, I had a whole fixation on, like, the Victorian era, and I really loved the whole culture of, like, dandyism and stuff. That was, like, a really specific interest of mine. Because I love the idea of, like, beautiful men, because it's like, did you know in history that beautiful as a terminology, like today we normally apply that towards women and we say women are beautiful and like men are handsome. In the past, that was actually flipped because people thought that men were the most beautiful, almost like peacocks, and then that women were handsome because to them they were just like, imagine actually thinking women are attractive. Disgusting. Which, I mean, I just find that so interesting how things have just flipped on its head with society. But it's just, I find that so interesting though. It's so incredibly interesting. Also, hey Ray, what's up? I was a little late saying hi to you, but hi, hello, I appreciate you being here. Also, Talia says he took an Omega versus Stats and he got Omega. I was Dominant Beta. Yeah, I either got Dominant Beta or I got fucking Sigma. It really depended on the time of day. I kind of got mad that I was a Beta. Also, whenever you guys are together, I can't tell who's speaking. A lot of people say that, but they can kind of tell after a while. The biggest difference being that they say that my articulation and pronunciation of words is a lot more crisp compared to Talio. Also because Talio has a slight lisp. If you pay attention to that, you might notice that now going forward. Also, we speak in different places as well too, because he tends to speak in a little bit more of like a he speaks in like more of like a more in his nose. Like we had a friend describe it as that it sounds like he's going to perpetually sneeze all the time. Versus for me, whenever I speak, I mean, I speak how I do. No one's ever really said I had a particular speaking style, except for just that I have crisp enunciation. Also, this is starting to sound like a Merryweather comic. You had to admit their drip is incredibly peak. Wait, what do you mean Merryweather comic? Who's that comic artist? It sounds interesting. Or it sounds familiar for some reason. Also, yeah, the color pink went through something similar. Yes, exactly. Actually, it was that, red. was seen as a masculine color, so that's why boys would wear pink, because they would the idea is that they were supposed to transition into a stronger shade of red in their clothing as they got older to show like their maturity and that sort of thing. And women wore blue because women and girls wore blue because they're like, oh, blue is soft, innocent, all that, and red is the color of blood. And that's why our absolute king, King Louis, the Sun King, was known for wearing red heels because it was considered a symbol of power, which I think is very interesting as well. Also, I sound like someone straight from the Greek era with that women line. Yeah, I'm like so behind in the chat right now. I'm going through slowly, guys. Yeah, no, I mean, genuinely, like, especially because in the Greek era, it was just like with men, if you genuinely loved your wife, you were considered weird. I just think history is so interesting, how things change so much. Yeah, and just how many, gladiators are very gay men. Also, soldiers were very gay because they all thought that being with men was the ultimate form of masculinity. It's just so interesting. History and culture is so interesting. Let's see. I can tell at this point. Oh yeah, you can tell the difference between us. Okay. Yeah, see, I figured you guys could. Also, because, you know, I speak like how I do. And he's like, hey, you guys! I'm telling you! Meow, 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 meow! I can't think on how to speak! Ooh, woo! Yeah, that's like Talio. It's so different from me, so... Also, he's another VTuber. He runs a comic studio. Oh! I know who that is now! I know who that is! They were the one that did the comics and stuff for, First Stage, whenever they had a Generation debut. I remember them now. I remember them. Yes, I do know who they are. Also, makeup was originally made for men, I think. Actually, I haven't done too much research in it, but I do know that makeup was worn by both men and women, especially in Rococo era, which I love Rococo fashion. Rococo is so peak. It's peak opulence, and I really love that. It was just so shamelessly beautiful. I really love Rococo styles, especially like furniture as well too. Gah, so good. Also, Merryweather has a lot of comics showing femboys and how they usually control the situation they are in, but not their main stuff. But when femboys show, you know. Oh, okay. Let me see. Also, oh, there was a Greek legion, which had men with their male lovers in the same legion, because what better way to prevent desertion than having your lover with you? I think I heard something about that. Yeah. Oh, wait, Talia's mad at my impression. What? This is what you sound like. How is that slander? Are you just offended by how you actually sound? I love Talia sings like you do. Also, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? I stumbled upon this live stream yesterday. I don't know most of the people or the names you're mentioning. In fact, yesterday was the first time in my life I've ever watched a stream, kinda. Oh! Oh, well, hi. I will introduce myself. Hi, I am Rien de Fleur. I'm a dilettante of the arts, which is basically just a fancy way of saying that I am a patron and appreciator of art of all forms. And that includes a lot of different things like actual art and music and video games, because everything is art. This is something that I learned whenever I took art class, that it's just everything is art. Like even the chair that you're sitting upon, someone put thought into it on how to do the design to make it look aesthetically pleasing. And a mug that you're drinking out of, like someone, even if it just has like a bank logo on it, someone put thought into that logo and how the color of the mug should look, and everything is art and everything is beautiful. We live in such a beautiful world, you know? So that's why I'm a patron of the arts. As for who everyone is mentioning, Talio no Kona, he is my twin brother. He's femboy VTuber. joins me for Dead by Daylight sometimes, kind of, sort of. Like, he's like says that he's too scared to like want to play more, even though I keep trying to badger him to play with me more. That kind of pisses me off, but whatever. We make do. It's the same shit with League of Legends. I never have anyone to play with me. So hopefully I can get people to play Dead by Daylight with me now, so that's why I'll keep streaming it. Otherwise I'll never have people to play with. But yeah, and what else can I tell you about myself? I really like, as regards to streaming, I mainly play horror games and stuff. Started with Resident Evil and played Resident Evil 4 Remake for the first time, actually, on my channel. And I became obsessed with it. And now I'm a big old gay Resident Evil fan and Leon thirster. It was love at first sight. So yeah, now I'm predominantly just like Resident Evil fan, but I also like horror in general. I like horror a lot. And another thing, which I don't know if all of you guys necessarily know specifically, have some water for your thirst. That's a great idea. I am actually thirsty. I see. Okay. Here's something that you guys may not know. So this is something that might be new for all of you. I also have a hyper special interest in Japanese idols. I love Japanese idols. Thanks for the redeem. Thanks for the redeem. We're putting it in now. We're putting it in now. Let me just do that really quick. Actually, I'm gonna do 20 minutes because there's also a no cursing redeem I didn't do from last stream. So there we go. We'll do 20 minutes. There we go. Anyway, I also have this very special interest in Japanese idols, which in turn influenced me to have a really strong appreciation and passion for the performing arts and stuff as well. Which is why whenever my debut comes around in October, I'm really hoping that through that, I'll be able to really showcase to you guys the passion that I have for the performing arts, because drum roll please, it's not really a drum roll moment, but you know, and I don't like just singing, I also really like dancing. I actually used to perform as an IRL idol as a hobby. I was never a professional, but as a hobbyist idol I performed a lot. And it's been a hot minute and I haven't really done anything because I've been more focused on VTubing, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to bring that into VTubing coming whenever I debut in October, for real. So I'm excited. I'm so excited, and I really want to be able to show my passion for the stage with you guys. Yeah. Also, let me see. I stopped playing League 2 years ago. My life has improved. I used to main Scion. Wait, when I first started playing League, I was a Scion main, and then I really quickly switched into Mordekaiser. And then I grew taste instead of trying to just play characters who were easy. And now I play characters like Hui and Jin and Aphelios and Ezreal and pretty gay men. Not like they're pretty gay, but they're like pretty and gay, but I guess they're also pretty gay. I mean, both things can be true. Also, I love horror films and movies. Jogo Classico Soma. Have you played the classic Soma? I've never played Soma. That's okay, but no worries about mixing up languages. But yeah, I've never played Soma. I'm gonna be so real because as much as I love horror, I'm gonna be so real with you. I've never actually played a whole lot of horror games because I tend to curve them because they felt too immersive and real for me. I was mostly just a horror movie enjoyer. I like horror books and just creepy themes in general. But like straight horror games have tended to avoid them because they're just too real. Too real 5 me. If it's in first person, forget about it. Except I did manage to overcome that with Resident Evil Requiem, which I'm proud of myself for, but that means now I have no reason to not play Resident Evil 7 and 8. So, Maybe we'll get into that. Maybe we'll get into that. But, oh man, I spent 30 minutes yapping and we haven't even gotten into Silent Hill yet. So, also in the vein of horror games, let us play our Silent Hill. We're gonna switch screen and I'm gonna put myself over more. No one needs to look at my perks. Silent Hill, boot up. It's taking its time. Every time I talk to you guys, I never like to have the game already running in the background, which I probably should. Because, when I do, then I just hear the menu music droning in my ears, and I'm like, can you shut up? So, I always wait to boot up the game. And I mean, it wouldn't be that difficult to, like, fix. But, like, oh well. Oh well, I'm just weird and different like that. There we go. We'll go ahead and we have it booted up now. I'm very curious how far along in the game that we are. Like, how much further we do have to go. Because we're pretty fucked up at this point. We are absolutely fucked up at this point. Oh, wait, I'm still in no cursing. Sorry. We're messed up at this point. We're very messed up at this point. I'm wholesome chungus and I don't say F words. I like the background music in your voice. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I also really like the background music. I remember that. And that's why I was like, hey guys, I think we're done playing for the day. Okay, we'll be okay. I just need to remember how to play the game now. Because, like, I keep flip-flopping between so many different games that have very different control systems. And it's, like, messing me up. It, like, messes me up. I was, like, thinking I needed to turn on a flashlight, but it's not that kind of game. We don't have a flashlight. Also, I like how you spend 15 minutes planning on the map for 5 minutes of gameplay. Unless you die to a boss, then you spend 30 minutes of gameplay. Look. You can clearly see from Requiem, what my coping mechanisms are. It really highlighted that to like a degree. Very strong degree. Which is the fact that I cope by trying to plan and anticipate. Which is crazy because in terms of like the 16 personality types, I'm actually an ISTP. Do you guys know what your personality types are? I'm kind of curious. Because yeah, I am ISTP. Which basically means that I'm introverted, sensing, which basically means introverted versus extroverted. I don't think I need to explain that one. I'm a loner. I think everyone can tell that. Sensing versus intuitive means whether you're a doer versus the thinker. So I'm the kind of person that likes to take action instead of just like thinking about what to do instead. Hiya! Then thinking versus feeling, which means that you prefer logical solutions over feeling solution or making decisions like with your feelings and emotions. And then perceiving versus judging, which means that you prefer to plan versus or perceiving means that you are more impulsive as opposed to judging, which means that you like to make plans. That's kind of like it in a nutshell. Also, ENTP, interesting. I love ENTPs. ENTPs, that's the same personality type as the Joker, baby. INFP. Oh wait, you're really close to Talio's personality type. He's an INFJ. I don't trust the personality type. What does that make me? I mean, that's also fair, because I mean, the 16 personality types is basically just like astrology for people who think they're too smart for astrology. She's so over it. Wait, why are you here now? We've never fought you here before. You know what? We can kill you. He's gonna... yuck. Wait, why is it blue? Why is it blue? Oh, it just shoots like poison and stuff. You know what? We're just gonna ignore it then. Ew. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I think I had a phase when I was a kid where I was like really obsessed with like the personality types thing. But like now that I'm older, I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's like, you know, it's interesting, but it's not the end of the world. Man, she's gotten so tough. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Let's see. Counters have locked in. Yeah, no, I'm trying to be locked in. I'm trying so hard to be locked in. I'm trying really, really hard to be like gamer. Okay. Let's see. I'm ISTJ. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Slay. Love that. So we're actually pretty similar then. Or it's just I'm ISTP and you're ISTJ. Ah, interesting. Also, I took 5 semesters of psychology and my professor from one of the courses spent 4 classes explaining how that test is bogus. See, that's exactly what I'm telling you. Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? We'll just replace this. Yeah. Got me. A baller. Also, I guess the Dark Souls tradition, what used to be a boss is now a common enemy. I know, right? If they stick that with like other enemies, though, I will be upset. Oh boy, if you're proud of her now, the first ending will disappoint you. Wait, no. Wait, no. Should I take that back? Should I take that back? I mean, I feel like she is becoming evil. She is absolutely becoming evil, but like I want to be like proud of her for like standing up for herself. But also she is becoming evil. I will not deny that. But also, is it evil to hate the patriarchy? That's okay. We're just here to see what happens. I just want to get an ending where I can save Sakuko. That's all I care about. Maybe I'll replay just for that. Let's see. Yeah, we can run up this. There's cups. God. I remember how I had mentioned that I wanted to try talking less when playing this game because you guys had told me about how Silent Hill is very... Oh god, oh my god, oh my god, the scare counter. Okay, we need to pull that bad boy up. Fuck! Forgot about that. Oh shit, no. Damn. There we go. Hiya. Hiya. There we go. Hiya, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. So, the scare counter. Forgot about that. It's been a hot minute. 16. Okay, there we go. When the Silent Hill isn't silent. I know, right? I hate that. Perfect dodge becomes easier to perform. No. Give me counter becomes easier to perform. Can we open this bad boy up? The hills are alive with the sound of screaming. Dude, I made that joke. I made that joke. You're stealing my own jokes. You know, that just means it was a good joke. Flips my hair. I'm a comedian. Oh, hey, buddy. The fact that you're there. Yep. That's what I thought. Misdirection. A classic. A classic. What if I could throw something to lure you over? Guys, I think I'm playing Resident Evil again. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna... Hiya. Oh my god, there's a lot of you. Okay, hey, of course we're in a dead end. Why wouldn't we be? Fuck, no, I meant to just run. I just meant to run. I didn't mean to, like, dodge into you guys. Fuck. Okay, we need a kite a little bit. Okay, okay. Locking in. Locking in. For gaming. Fuck. Yeah, I was too far. No! Oh, thank God. There we go. Okay, good shit. Somehow, we are doing it. I'm just whacking at a dead body because I forgot how to play this game. Playing once a week is not enough for me to remember the controls. Okay, come on, girly. Come on, girly. No, do not burst your ulcers at me. Wait, no, the curses. Fuck. Fun. That's what I meant to say. I was saying fun. I know, you counted it anyway. Not allowed to talk about fun. It's too late. I'm gonna get grabbed, aren't I? I can't go. Blows! Oh, you're dead. Yep. Oh no, they're reaching for me. Ew. Check your cyst, bro. And I don't mean assist. I mean cyst. Aya, aya. Oh, they're grabbing. They're reaching. They're reaching for the stars. Okay. Stop reaching for me. I love how they reach, though. It's, like, really fun. Stop! You're very acistic. That was a pun on acidic, if you couldn't tell, because it was a bad one. It was a bad pun. Wait, actually, I just don't... No, stop. Stop. I don't... Can I just kill you already? I'm like done. I'm so done with you. Just die. Quickly. There we go. Also, you fully said the word before you corrected it to fun, so I'm bound to count it. I said fa. Damn it. Also, they're just wiggly little guys. Yeah, they are. They're so wiggly. Okay, we're gonna switch over to the baseball bat because we haven't used that yet. Okay, yeah, we're good. It's getting hard to reach out with all these swear. I think donation will be generous at the end of the year. Look, it's all for charity. It's all for charity. And you know what? The on-stream chat doesn't show all the commands and stuff. However, I did realize, because I'm using like a streamer bot, I can set it so it actually does swears, count swears as a voice command. I just trying to figure out how to set that up. But I could save you. I could save you from having to count it. Sushi. It's the oldest shrine sound. Also, strict mother's letter. Good morning, my handsome boy. You're different from those delinquents who run around town. You have noble blood running through your veins. Of course, every child must play in order to grow. But I simply ask that you choose wisely who you play with. You must think of me as awfully overbearing, but please respect my wishes while you are still young, for when you are grown up, you will be free to do as you please. Well, that's why it's important to do what you want. I heard this water specifically for the washing and cleansing of old dirty things. Wait, so is that why he... Are you an old dirty thing? Is that what he was telling you whenever he had you drink from there? That's fucked up. Oh my god. Sorry. Sorry. Is this about Shu? I'm wondering if it is. It feels like it is. It feels like it is. But I do not know. I do not know. There we go. Okay. Hi, girly. We're just gonna weave in and out. Yes. We weave in and out of their attack range So that way, if we cannot counter the attack, we can step out of it pretty easily. But if we can counter it, then we're in range to do the counter. That's what... Where did you come from, you little... Oh my god, get away from me. I hate this enemy the most out of all of them. He's the worst. No, that was a counter. Now he's going Super Saiyan. Well, disregard all previous instructions. I can't do shit if there's 2 enemies. It's really hard. Oh, shit. Fuck. Ah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god, stop! We die. I'm not gonna get time to heal. Okay, I do actually. I can't counter it. I can't because I'm panicking. Okay, calm down. Yes, there we go. That's okay. We can take a hit. We can take a hit. Okay, bad. I don't need her back to me. Good. I think he's dead now. Okay, good. We can focus on her fully. Easy. Easy peasy. Just don't get... Good. Wait, why am I not healing off of the counters? Or do I just get the heals when I defeat enemies now? Aw, man. I think I did change my build. Dang. Does the counter not have iframes? Okay, that guy is finally just a licker Resident Evil. If he's not licking me. Okay, now we're done with the ×2 cursing, okay? Did you? Yeah, I think I changed it. Oh, wait, my bat clearly does not look like that. My bat does not look like that. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Yes. Yeah, okay, we did it to restores enemy after... Restores health after defeating an enemy, and this restores the durability upon defeating an enemy. Okay. No more rewards for countering. But my axe is full up, so that's cool. That's cool. We need 10 more minutes of family friendly. Guys! 20! Oh. I hate you. I hate you. I even tweaked the price, by the way. I tweaked the price. I'm sure you guys noticed that I tweaked the price. I literally doubled it. I thought surely this would discourage them. Surely this would discourage them. I was a fool for thinking otherwise. Anyway, yeah. Hello. Okay, there we go. You over doubled it. It was 1.5k before. Well, it was necessary. And clearly it's not a deterrent. Waste your points. Waste your points. I guess imitating his voice earlier. Repercussions. I don't know how. That wasn't even offensive. That's just what he sounds like. That's just what he sounds like. He's sensitive. He's sensitive. You say that, but I have 35.2k points. Okay, I'm gonna... clearly, I need to adjust the price again. Okay. We will never be discouraged from watching a family-friendly stream. Then watch someone else! It's for charity! Are we ever intending to meet up with, like, Shu and Rinko? Are we just like, nah, at this point? They're just like, actually, they were fake anyway. I don't need them. They're no friend of... That's blocked off. This is clearly the way to go. That's why we're gonna go down this way. We are turning Rain into Talia. You better not. Okay? You better not. I am so much better than he is. Okay. Should I replace anything? I think my weapons are better than steel pipe. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it. Guys, I'm kind of like... I'm doing good, actually. I finally figured out how to counter. And now I'm doing good. I'm actually so wealthy right now. Okay. Gotta check first. Yeah, we'll just walk like a boss. Also, you can also add a global countdown on it. So people can't stack such big. I was thinking about that, but I'm like, well, we're managing it fine, so I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Also, Talio redeemed 35k points. Makes me say something embarrassing at the end of my sentences. Oh, what? Like I go like Nya? When I did that for a stream for like a character, when I remember when I streamed Monster Palm, and he got mad. He genuinely did not like it. He was like, please stop. So that would actually be psychic damage on him. Oh. It's a little fox.
すごいち、早く手当てしないと。ありがとう。
大丈夫か？子供を噛むなんて許せねえ。ただ殺してやら。
僕は固定機って言います。君は？私はひなこ。清水ひなこ。私は。
Oh wait, is that why Onari-sama is obsessed with her? Because she protected a fox? Also, she did comfort the fox first, which I'm like absolute like W for her, but like that is kind of funny though. Oh, hey, what's this? Metal pipe sound effect, but sad. Oh crap, that's how this triangle relationship started. The fox and the boy both after the girl. Oh yeah. Letter from a boy. I know it's sudden, but I'm moving. I won't ever forget you, Hinako. Thank you for saving me. Oh, so this isn't Shu. This is someone else. That is not Shu. Ma. Ma. Ah. Is that the cyst boy? The boy of assistance? He loves to assist pretty lady. Okay, you know what? I don't know if I need to go that way. What if we go this way instead? What if it's not necessary? Actually, it is. But what if I go this way anyway? Wow. That was awesome. Let's see. What do I get rid of? Flip my jib. We are too wealthy. We're too wealthy! Oh my god. Where's a save? We're too wealthy! Oh. I guess I'm unconscious and gonna die. Is what they're trying to tell me. I forgot that that's like a charged thing. We'll be okay. We're okay. We're chilling. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. No! Oh my god. Can you stop? This. There we go. Okay, we're fine. We're chilling. Okay. Oh, we have no stamina. That's not great. No! Oh god, I'm sloppy. Okay, good. Oh, bad. Ah! No. It's the the guy from the start of the game that you went back for. I know, and I'm just getting punished for it. It's so funny that whenever she's faced with enemies, she's like super like boss mode, that she's like, oh yeah, I'll kill you all. And then it's like, oh my god, flowers all over my town. I'm actually feel distress. That's crazy. Like that's wild to me that that's where the priorities. A reminder that guys won't stay dead. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. It's not worth it to kill him. It's not worth it. Rian, after that, I'd like you to check out my wife's Instagram. She's a digital artist. I'd like for you to look at her art and see what you think, and I'll tell you a funny fact about her. Okay. Yeah, I could give it a look like after stream. I don't have Instagram though. And Instagram's been such a pain in the butt with me lately. Trying to be like, you need an account in order to look. And I'm like, what if I don't have one? What if you leave me alone? But yeah, I'll try to look if I can. Oh.
大丈夫か子供を噛むなんて許せねえただ殺してやら
僕は固定機って言います君は
Oh wait, is that how I use like my focus? I forgot. Maybe I should use like divine water. I'm just over here just messing around. Yeah, give me my max sanity back. Wait, yeah. 7. There we go. Now we have room for stuff. This is great. Also, maybe the flowers trigger some kind of trauma. That's true. To be fair, a lot of the flowers are spider lilies, and spider lilies in flower language, I think their signal kind of like toxic ships or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, and then we have no rap. I dodged that! You loser! Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Fine. I grab this and we run. Whatever. Don't need you in my life. Go away. Yeah, he's gone. You know what? I'm just gonna run. Kill you. If we're quick, whoever's over there won't be a problem. Yeah. Hello, hello. Come here. There we go. There we go. Spider lilies are a symbol of abandonment, loss, separation, death, and the cycle of rebirth. Ah, okay, okay. Also, spider lilies are associated with the yokai or supernatural in Japanese myth. Okay, I was totally off then. I understand. I'm completely misremembered. Let's just get this guy. Can you stop? This is systematic oppression. That was pretty good, right? That one was pretty good. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Have you ever played a tabletop RPG? I have. I have. I'm currently in 2 different D&D campaigns. Actually, one is Curse of Strahd, and the other one is Steinhardt, which is inspired off of Bloodborne. Which I like that one a lot. I'm actually playing that one tomorrow. That's why I'm on stream Sunday nights, because I got D&D gamers. Ooh, a pond. What is this? Strict Mother's letter. Good morning, my handsome boy. I know it's a little sudden, but we shall be moving tomorrow. I have already notified your teachers, so just make sure to say goodbye to all your friends. Tell you everything. Oh, okay, so this is all about the one kid that she saved. This is pain. This is pain. They're giving me so much stuff. Oh. Okay, we got it. My bat! What the heck? What happened? Okay, let's just go ahead and try and stop, thankfully. Okay. That should be good. Only 60 faith? Oh, no, wait, I was wrong. I only had 60 faith. Now we have more than that. That's awesome. Okay, save. There we go. Tell them about Leon as Kennedy, the human fighter. Yeah. In my Curse of Strahd campaign, I am playing Leon as human fighter. He's a gunslinger subclass though, okay? He's gunslinger. And it's really, really pushing me to be good at making puns, because every time I make a pun and it's not up to everyone's standard, they're just like, would he really say that? And I'm like, guys, I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh yeah, would you be open to playing Baldur's Gate 3 or Divinity Sin 2 with your friends on stream? Yeah, I would. I actually way long ago, I tried to do a Baldur's Gate playthrough, but it didn't do very well, so I didn't continue on with it. But I am addicted to Baldur's Gate. I love Baldur's Gate. I have beat the game on honor mode. I just need to do one more run of the game, so that way I can fully get all the achievements. Just need to do one last run. And I have mods installed to even make the game harder because I love it a lot. I really love Baldur's Gate. I've played the hell out of it. Also, Strict Mother's Letter. Good morning, my handsome boy. If you ever find yourself poor of pocket, you must never let yourself become poor of heart. You mustn't forget that you have inherited your father's noble. You must study hard and learn to be a gentleman. Do not think of yourself as a little boy, simply a tiny adult waiting to grow. There will come a day when your father shall require your help. Mark my words. Why is that ominous? If he's not in the picture, why do we care? Papa can fuck off. God damn, I forgot that we still had the timer going. Ah! Also, let's see. Rian playing the game so well is drowning with my goodies. I know, right? I'm doing so good. Also, it's for child that Leon had a child from the very start with all the dad jokes he was cracking. No, genuinely, right? Kitchen knife. Kitchen knife. Should we get rid of the bat? Which one do we think is better? I guess we'll do the get rid of the bat. Just so we can have like a quicker weapon option. Hiya. Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta lock in for a sec. Hiya. 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 Okay, there we go. Slay. We stay slaying. Oh my. Lady? What the heck? Okay, we switch again. Oh my god. Okay, I dodged too early. Okay, I tried. I really did try there. There we go. Hiya, hiya. Oh wow, the kitchen knife's pretty swell. That's a pretty swell knife we got here. Okay, I like it. Okay, there we go. I can also look now. Also, to be fair, studying the map and playing your approach is so up your alley. No wonder you love Baldur's Gate. Yeah. Even though I say this, I was like, I'm a P-type. I love improvising. I don't know. I like the combination of doing quick thinking, but also having strategy at the same time. because I like the idea of having to be an improviser and think on my feet. Well, I don't know. I think it's a more interesting challenge as opposed to having all the time in the world to like plan and strategize my move. That's kind of why I like hack and slashes a lot. Also, I love Baldur's Gate 3. I platinumed it about a year ago. Oh, hell yeah. I'm still trying to get there myself. Also, I recommend playing their previous games. Divinity Sin Original 2 has some interesting mechanics. Yeah, I started playing it. I will say the thing I kind of, made me a little bit upset, though, is the fact that I was like, you know, I would like to be able to play my own custom character, but kind of the way that the game was is that it was just, you don't get as much story if you don't play one of the pre-made ones. So it kind of sucked, but the characters were cool. Just never finished it, though. Just never finished it, though. And it's something I want to do, but Divinity is way harder than Baldur's Gate, though. Way harder. Still trying to take a stab at that one and really figure out what it makes it tick. I hear you. I hear you creaking. I hear the pitter-patters. Sickle, I don't want you. I'm actually crawling with so many weapons. It's kind of crazy. Oh. They never put you by yourself, though. I bet there's another person here. Oh, the knife is good. Okay, the knife is really good. Dang. Okay. I believe kitchen knife is the second most damaging slashing weapon available to you. Oh, okay, yeah, I was wondering if there are, like, damage differences in the weapon. Which, I mean, duh, of course there are, but I don't know what the tier list is. Just strategize on the spot, be like Sherlock Holmes, playing the whole thing out in under a second. Exactly, you get it. Did you play as an elf, or... I played as... the one girl who's like the bard but has like an evil secret. And then I know Talio was playing as the one who's like the cannibal. But then I told him that he would probably like my character more, and he was like, yeah, and you'd probably like my character more. So we planned to swap characters and like do a different playthrough. Okay, they're just kind of like walking very way. Oh, wait a minute. We want to go back down this way because that's where the mailbox is, right? And I remember we wanted to get there because we had a key. Yeah. Yes, I'm free! Okay. No more double time for now, at least until... Los and Sebel, yes. That's it. Yeah, I know that lady. She's basically channeling gods. Oh, okay, okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Also, Divinity is perfect because your party can choose to betray each other at the very end. Wait, that's so cool. They can't kill Talia. That's funny. Oh, you enjoy it more than Baldur's Gate. Okay. Okay, that's worth trying then. I definitely want to give it a better shot then. Because I'm obsessed with Baldur's Gate. So... be able to... like, I told Talio that I was like, if I ever went into a coma, the first thing I want you to do is tell me to replay Baldur's Gate. Because that way I can experience it from scratch all over again. Out of all the things, I'm like, tell me to play Baldur's Gate first. There we go. Okay, we did it. We'll go back to the axe now. Bum, 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 bum. Just a little guy standing in the mist. What will he do? Try to kill me. How predictable. What a loser. Okay. Okay, this goes down a water pipe. Water pump. Water pump. That's... I mean, there is a pipe. That's why it works, but it's also a pump. Ah! I did not... okay, that's weird fruit. That's some weird fruit. Don't like that. Weird ass fruit. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, we're on an incline. This is a little weird. Okay. Okay. There we go. Nice and nice. Hiya. Okay, there. Slay. Let's switch back to, actually, no. Let's get the durability up on our other weapon. Okay. Locking in. Locking in. Hey, girly. I think she's dead. Nice. Okay. We'll switch back to our knife now. Okay, now what were you guys defending down here? A single red caps. Oh. If I'm gonna be real, I don't really need it anymore. I'm actually just a game. These things are beyond me. Or below me. I'm gamer. I'm gamer, okay? They're below me. That's what I meant to say. They're beneath me. Oh my god. Stop camping in your stupid tendrils. Die. Yeah, I can't hit this. Try again. You won't. You're running away from me. It was just one. Okay, well. No, 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 no. No, cancel that. Cancel that. Okay, this is what I meant. I meant to just... Okay. Now what? Now what? More red capsule. Oh. I'm just gaming too hard, guys. I'm gaming too hard. Also, have you seen the trailer for the new Divinity game? It's so gore. Yeah, I'm excited for the new Divinity. I'm very excited for it. That's why I want to play Divinity 2, because I want to familiarize myself with that world. But I'm excited. I'm super hyped for it. I'm so hype. Like, super duper excited. Also, because I liked Baldur's Gate so much, I tried to go back and try playing just like Baldur's Gate 2 or like Baldur's Gate 1. Also, holy, those games are hard. Those games are hard. Okay. It's gonna ooze all over the place. Too bad you're oozing with cringe. Get ratioed, loser. Okay, of course, he always has a friend. He always has friends. He can't do anything by himself. He needs to rely on ladies to do his job for him. What a loser. There, she's dead. Nice. Let me guess. Let me guess. You're gonna rely on women to take care of you again, mister. Because all you can do is just ooze sadness all over the place. Hiya! No, stop. I wonder if that's deliberate game design. Can you stop? Also, the fact that all the vines and stuff are just like kind of entrap you there. I wonder if that's to be kind of like a way of like, I don't know. The patriarchy of like the time period of like men in marriage just like trap you. Trying to read into the game. Let's see. Also from a mechanic standpoint, you don't have spell slots, you have spell cooldowns, and some require special resource. You can be replenished in different ways. I like it because it doesn't mean it has to be disincentivized to cast spells, which also makes the player and enemies feel more powerful. Yeah, I did notice that. Which, that was a big thing, is just having to like change the mindset. I hate you. No, oh my goodness. Okay, sloppy slop. My slop all over the place. I'm slopping all over the place. Stop! Okay. I hate how quick they are. I keep messing up my counter windows. Oh shit. Oh yeah. happens when I have low sanity in this game? Does it just mean I can't use focus, or is there like actually... no! Wait, why does he have tongues on his hands? Ew! That doesn't even do a lot of damage. It just does a lot of mental, psychic damage. Stop! Oh my god. Okay, double hit. Oh, fuck! Okay, you just can't use focus. Okay. I don't know. I always thought that because it had like, it was called sanity, that it's like bad things would happen if it like ran out. But if it's just that you can't use focus, then I actually really don't care. Then I actually really don't care. Okay. Look, they're in sync, and now they're not. That should have hit them both. Okay, that hit both. And yes, she's dead. Okay, we take that. We take this. Okay. And you guys are talking so much about tabletop games. Love that for you. I love that for you. Also, I hate how you just put grabby stuff everywhere. Okay, you know what? Actually, that should kill him. No, it did not. Oh, there we go. I got some durability on my axe. That's not bad. There we go. And then there was really nothing at the water pipe, so it's not really worth it to go down there, honestly. There's nothing for me. Wait, also, apparently we could open this? Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to get my hopes up for nothing. My adventurous spirit. God. Betrayed me. I was so hopeful. Oh, I thought there might be anything over here, though. Okay. Well, that's fine. We just keep going down to town, because I want to get to that mailbox. I want to get to that mailbox so badly, because I feel like there's a secret if I get to the mailbox. Okay. Come here, girly. There we go. Okay. Oh, wow. We really zoomed forward for that. I really shouldn't have been in range, but I will not complain. Hiya. Okay. Ow. There we go. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Can we, like, kill this guy already? Like, he's so tanky for what? So tanky for what? Like, you don't do anything, really. You're just such a filler enemy. You're so filler. There we go. First aid. Very nice. Now we just need to be careful not to die again. Because the guy with the... That guy coming up is... What? Maybe we'll go down this way. That's awesome. Okay. Feels like there's going to be something down. Also, that's something I need to remember. I don't have to fight everything. Like, the game is kind of designed that you're not supposed to fight everything. But I do it anyway. I'm a fighter. Let's see. Sledgehammer. Oh, sledgehammer. Is the sledgehammer better than the axe? Is the sledgehammer better than the axe? Or should I replace the crowbar? Because I see that it says that it's like unwieldy to use. So, does that mean I should replace the axe? I feel like it's probably the upgrade of the axe. But I only know based on... I'm gonna... Okay. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer, baby. Maybe that was a terrible mistake. Leave. Not. After all, why else would it be hidden? If it wasn't better. I mean, this is like kind of optional area. We're not really supposed to just are because I'm a game. Let's see. Chocolate. And Emma! Yes! Oh my god, now we can start actually upgrading our stats. Because I've just been choosing not to do that. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I would just... Okay, I have two jump scares that I forgot to count, by the way. So we're actually at 18 now. 18 now. Let's just run past. Actually, I don't need to fight you. Oh, everyone's here. That's real cute. Ah! You know what? Oh, fuck. Ah. Dead by Daylight got me get better at juking enemies. I'll say that much. Okay, you know what? We'll fight you. Oh. Okay, slay. Wow! Did you... Guys, you see that? That was awesome. That was so cool. Okay, I'm gonna run up and save really quick because I don't trust this. I don't trust this. I'm gonna run back down and continue investigating. But I really would rather not die, so I'm gonna run back and save. Okay, here we go. Also, I would assume that the sledgehammer and the axe are roughly equivalent, with the sledgehammer being more likely to be the stronger of the two as it's big. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. And in there. In there. And then increase ability. I'm increasing my stamina, obviously. I feel like that's... More stamina is always appreciated. More stamina, always appreciated. There we go. I too enjoy not being dead. Also, Hinako finally being able to get swole after being ignored in exchange for more accessory slots. Like, it's important to accessorize. You're never fully dressed without, all your omamori. But yeah, no, I think we can all relate to the feelings of rather not being dead. I'm a very relatable streamer. Also, wait, I saw that you guys are talking about Call of Cthulhu, and I love the idea of a small-town police officer who eats candy cigarettes. Is so cute. That's super cute. I really like that. Super adorable. Okay, what if we run up on him? Okay, we got a cheap hit. Fuck! I fucked that up. No, this is why I healed! What? That? Oh my god! I countered that! You jerk! Bro, where is he going? Oh, I went out of their range. Okay, well, you know what? You can be here. Oh. There we go. Okay, we did it. We did it. We did it. Yep. 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 Dare I say E. Okay. Okay, and then we switch to the knife, and then we go hiya, hiya, hiya. There we go. That we remembered the old ways. The old ways. You hit him with the hard one, and you finish it with the other, which is going to be kind of a little bit of a pain in terms of managing and stuff, but we'll figure it out. We have 3 weapons for that reason. Wow. Trust. That's cool. Not sure why I was on Langu counter him. I was probably late. It can be so finicky sometimes. Also, research notes on the Kakura Makakura. There exists a wondrous medicine that a Bataran missionary is said to have brought to the Nagasaki during the Tensho era, circa 1580 AD. It was a drug used in meditation by individuals to speak with their inner self. It is said that through the power of this medicine, individuals become able to delve into their innermost self. Everyone possesses an inner you. Inside that inner you, another inner you. Inside that inner you. Oh, okay, so it's like Matryoshka. Okay. This endlessly repeating chain was named Kakura Makakura, a term from an old Nagasaki dialect referring to nesting structure. And so it's just Japanese Matryoshka. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's cool though that in different cultures that they all like. It's interesting when in different cultures they recognize like the same phenomenon and they create their own names for it because they also identified like these phenomena to like talk about them. All this time I'd been trying to go to this mailbox and there's nothing I can do with it. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Has anyone here watched Steins Gate? It's an anime. I binge watched the movie and all the seasons last week. I love the movies and series with alternate universe. I'm a lifelong Doctor Who fan too. I've never seen Steins Gate, but I do know that they did a collab with an anime that I also really enjoy called Shoujo Kageki Revue Starlight, which is an anime that talks about I'm trying to think of a way. It talks about kind of like the pressure and expectations of female actresses in Japanese theater. And the show also has a lot to do with like time travel and stuff. So they did a collab with Steins Gate as well, which was very cool. Never watched Steins Gate though, but it is cool that there was something that also, mailbox maybe. Yeah, I'm just mad because clearly I missed it then. But they were like, oh, I found a key for the mailbox, and then I didn't find the key. Plans. I like how they just kind of let you run around these places, and they're like, there's nothing here, but you definitely can look at how they were growing potatoes or whatever the heck. No. No. I haven't seen Steins Gate. My sister was very into Doctor Who, so I've seen some of that. I know about Doctor Who in theory, but I've never actually watched it. Okay. Yeah. Switch to you, and then we'll finish you off. There we go. Nice. Okay. Okay. Is he gonna power up? You gonna go sicko mode on me? Okay. 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 Then he does a second, and then potentially... no, he's doing it 3 times. Okay. 1, 2, 3? No, he's only doing it twice. That was a counter. Okay, thanks. That was awesome. Okay. Okay, you know what? We did that pretty well. It was a little sloppy. It wasn't perfect, but not bad. Not bad at all. There might also be stuff in New Game Plus. This is true. And that kind of annoys me, because I kind of like to be able to fully experience a game on the first playthrough without having the expectation to play it a second time. I don't know if that's just me. I guess I get it, but I'm just kind of like, just let me play the game, man. Just let me play it. Because all the times it's like if I finish a game, I'm not gonna want to go back and play it again immediately as soon as I finish it. I want like a little bit of time. Okay, I just used that. I want like a little bit of time before I decide I want to play it again. And then when I play it again, I'm gonna be like, actually, I don't really know if I want to do a New Game Plus because it's gonna have all this like stuff in it, and I kind of would rather just start a new save. I mean, that's just me personally. That's why I've never really actually played a New Game Plus before. So annoying. I don't like New Game Plus. Unpopular opinion here. I like him just face planting in death. They should face plant while they're alive, personally, in my opinion. Also, I have my own sonic screwdriver and a mini TARDIS that my wife made herself. I wish there was a way for me to send it in the chat so you guys could see it. Wait, that's so cool. Is she like a cosplayer or something? She sounds super talented. Hiya. Oh wait, well I guess you said she draws, so she's just an artist. See, this is why I love artists. They're so cool. There we go. Nice. Switch back to Yisla Chimor. Where'd you go, girl? Why'd you run? Get back here. There were 2 of them. Meet your fate. Yo can do it. I'm sorry. That was terrible. You killed them both. No, wait, did I? Dude, maybe I went to like, I unlocked battle trance. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. All I know is that people are dying. I just know that people are dying. I'm destroying them. I guess, did I really kill them both? I swear I didn't. I really feel like I didn't. The fact I only have 6 puns is honestly rookie. That is rookie numbers, to be sure. Gotta check our outside. Always we check our outside. Me, when I go to hang out with my friends and I'm running around doing a perimeter check outside their house and they're just like, hello? And it's like, just gotta be sure. It's like, sure of what? Oh, the little... So cute. Okay. I got stuck. I got stuck on a little ledge. Hinako is afraid of heights. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, they both died. You got hit by the second when you killed the first. Oh. Okay. Oh, to be fair, the fun captioner was only functioning as of last stream. Oh, yeah. Who is this? Oh, well, thanks for saying. Japanese business culture is so bad that even when it's basically an apocalypse outside, they're like, still gotta keep working at the fishery, though. Gotta get on that grind. If I was her, I'd be desperately looking for a change of clothes. No, my back would be so cold. My back would be so cold. I could not. I'd be like, I'm home. So, like, let me get a change of clothes.
ここ本当に私の家なの?
Well, it's not really safe here, though. So, like, even if this is your house, I mean, I guess it would be kind of surreal to just be on the run and then,
これって
like, finally home.
供え物?
I still feel as though it's. The kitchen? There's propane inside, but no bloodstains. Who did this? Is it her dad? I mean, he was. Seems like. Oh my god! Give me a save point in here. I'm just gonna show up to my parents with a sledgehammer and be like, hello, I am. Note from Hinako. Rump, I'm still alive, but tomorrow I'll make sure you draw your final breath. I don't care if it's your. Is this a Rinko? Because remember the scarecrows and the whole thing, like, oh, today's a very special day. But it was like all talking about like how, like a special day because it's her funeral, right? Huh. If I'm remembering. I could be.
いつ撮ったんだろう?
Oh, what was the journal? Ominous photo. I don't know why, but it appears each photograph can be rotated. There might be some kind of connection to the writing on the. You're crossed out. A rather unsettling group photo that hangs in the loop. Son has taken a marker. Yeah. Crossed you out because they hate you. Everyone else is gonna be upright, and I guess our photo it upside down. Likely. Yeah. This is a pretty open area. Looks like something have to fight something. I know game design. Okay. It's so this area I think is like actually like one of the more discon because like it just feels like so I don't know. After being outside, now being indoors, it feels so incredibly claustrophobic. This our room? Also, that's a dirty futon. God, I hope that's not her room. Axe. Well, we don't need that quite. I think we want to keep the. Because I like that this is like a little bit faster than the knife. Well, we can come back to it. Axe. This is eerie. Like this is like actually just like so incredibly quiet. It's just so quiet. compared to even just outside, because at least outside had like a little bit of like outdoor ambiance, but this is just all we just hear is just like footsteps and just the sound of like very discon. It's claustrophobic, but it's also a space in which you're safe but isn't, which is more unsettling. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head perfectly. That's perfectly exactly describes what is so unsettling about it. Go ahead and there. Even the save menu is so quiet. So incredibly quiet. Oh, no, we are in Resident Evil. Now we need emblems.
何か入れるのか。
Oh. God, this is Resident Evil. We're gonna take a look up there. I mentioned my wife's profession. Do you know anything or have an interest in musical theater or dance? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I do have an interest in musical theater and dance. I remember, what was it? You said that she enjoys teaching, but not to. She taught at a school as an intern, almost drove her crazy. Yeah. Oh, wait, she's a professional pole dancer and is currently studying physical education in college so she can teach classes. Oh, that's super cool. Okay, I didn't catch that message. My bad. But yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, I mean, it's not a dancing style that I would ever pursue personally, but also just anyone who has any kind of like skill, no matter what, it's always admirable. I love people who are just really good at things because it's always so educational to find out about people's passions and stuff like that. Very cool. Also, the sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. The heavens themselves suddenly shuddered at the ferocity of their struggle. Day after day, the sun rose behind the fox's back and set behind the sword. Yet their fight knew no end. The scales upon which they fought, however, were no more, having been for a long time. Okay, well, we can't do anything with that. Steel pipe. Get to that. Okay. Disconnect. There nothing of no. Okay. But yeah, I have also done a little bit of work though with kids. I don't like it. I don't have the patience for working with children. I have like I've worked in a summer camp before. I also once worked as a zipline operator. And there was this kid who was being a little shitter, and I lost my temper with them and started cursing them out. And they're like, "Ooh, we're gonna get you fired because you started cursing at me." And I was just like, "Do it, do it." And I didn't get fired, but I didn't get fired. But I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm never working with kids again." Let's see. Certificate of full payment to Shimizu Kanta. Certificate of full payment. This certificate has been sent to certify that Shimizu Kanta has paid all outstanding loans and is hereby released from any obligations. We thank you for your continued patronage. What is that about? Oh, the sewing machine. That's so cute. I love that. My God. And I guess they altered her school uniform. Yeah, like you could get a new shirt. We could just grab a new shirt. You could just put on a new shirt right now. There's literally one right. Whatever. Maybe she likes the drip. I mean, I respect it, I guess. I'm like, I would personally care a little bit about like all the fog and stuff must be so cold. Must be so cold. Wait, what was this? There used to be a calendar here. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, that's something we need. We'll go ahead and enshrine that Arcus. Are we ever going? Now we don't even care about finding Shu anymore. We're like, we have to play Resident Evil and find the emblems. The emblems. Another. Their house is huge. Huge house. God. Wonder how much it cost. Why are the halls in her house so big? I know, right? And there's so many.
Shu, そこにいるの?
But I want to play Resident Evil and find the emblems. Okay. I guess we'll find Shu. I don't trust him. Oh, it's the calendar.
なんでここに? この日付. 何か大事な日だった気が.
Okay, we can't even go and save him anymore. We have to do more emblems. More Resident Evil shenanigans. We love this. Also, let's see. You're a support staff at a school. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. She was supposed to be, they made her work alone as both a teacher and assistant for school-related tasks. Oh, my mom's, also a teacher. And she also talks about how she gets overworked and stuff. I won't go into the details of her job, but she's not supposed to be a full teacher. She's not supposed to be a full teacher, but they keep trying to force her into it. And she is not happy about this. Okay, girl. Why is this house so...
どうなってるの?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm wondering the same thing. Oh! The bath. Seeing the bath immediately just gave me a visceral thoughts of the summer Hikari died, the anime / manga, where there's like a hair monster that like drags them into the bathtub. I highly recommend you guys check that out, by the way. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's so good and stylish and unique. Truly, it's truly good. Truly very good. Okay, we enshrine again. We save again because I love saving. Oh my god, guys, we could play the gacha. Wait. Oh yeah, and we did get an Emma. I guess we should erase her stamina instead of playing the gacha, but bro, I kind of want a Gamba. I kind of want a Gamba. No, I should do that. There we go. I was smart. Didn't Gamba. I already lost because I did not. Such a loser. Hey! Okay. It's gonna be a while before we get a move on her. Oh, no, it's not. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Slide. Okay. Another one. Oh, fuck. I hate that the ones that are so covered in flowers are so much harder to counter. Oh, a twofer? That's amazing. As I say, like, how many of you are in here? Okay. Stop that. Okay, I guess we can only do a strong attack. Because otherwise we swing too wide that we can't hit. There we go. Okay. Okay, we did it. Sickle, we don't want you. We're so picky with our weapons now. Like, don't need it. Oh, they still have the little foxes in there. So cute. Wait! Guys, this is gonna sound insane, but that little doll, the tall one, I had those in my house when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to them, but we had one that just looked just like it. That's crazy. Wow. Also, I'm just sharing, I work as a programmer. Talked a lot about my wife because she's much more involved with her art and her work is definitely more interesting. Basically work on things that old business ask me to do, sending messages to customers and generating promotional coupons for shoes. I mean, hey, it's still a job, you know? It's still a job. And I honestly, wow, another Emma. Okay. It's still big kudos because I tried to actually initially when I first went to school I tried to go to computer science and stuff and I could not do it, so kudos that that's something that you were able to do.
バカ野郎お前は何度言ったらわかるんだ
すみませんね。
お前味ちゃんと見てんのか薄すぎんだよこんなの茶色い泥水じゃねえかこんなこともまともにできないのか女に味噌汁が作れなくて何の価値があるんだ
やめてよいつもいい加減にして
うるせえ親にその言い方は何だ引っ込んでろ
お母さんもお母さんだよちゃんと言い返せばいいじゃないお父さんもそんなに気に入らないなら自分で作ればいいでしょ上手なんでしょ
Hell yeah.
ひなこやめて。お父さんにそんな言い方しないで。
No, mom, stop that.
お母さんが悪いんだよ。ひなこはいいから早く学校に行きな。
お母さん何も悪くないよ悪いのは全部お父さんだよ
ひなこお父さ
Oh
んに
no.
そんなこと言うもんじゃないよ。早く行きな早く。
Oh no, I saw him holding the bottle and I was so scared.
お母さんも好きじゃなかったな
Honestly, you're so fair for that though. Because that is frustrating. That is frustrating when people don't stand up for themselves. Which I understand. It can be scary to like confront people and have to face the repercussions of confronting people rather than just tolerating things. And especially considering, like, you know, society likes to tell people like you shouldn't make problems and stuff like that, but it's just, it also is just like, but it's so important to stand up for yourself. It's so important. Also, Hinako's diary. I hate my dad. I wish he would just die. I hate my mom too. She deserves to die as well. If I could just turn into a monster, then I'd take the two of them and crush them to death with my bare hands. I hate this house too. I hate everything. Everything. Wow. I don't know. Up to this point, I never really got a big feeling for like her rage and stuff that she had towards like her life and stuff. I guess specifically towards her parents. I never got a big feeling for it, but now it's just, I don't know, it's a little surprising to see that. Okay, yes, there are still enemies around here. Still enemies around here. Donating these two or not, because he's a broke ass bitch. Oh wait, oops. Whoops, I didn't. Okay, I guess we have multiple saves now, gamers. We have multiple saves. Your mic seems to be cutting out, by the way. I'm probably mumbling too much. Let me turn it up. Turn up the sensitivity a bit. There we go. Also, let me try moving it a little closer, because, like, it's been kind of far away. There we go. And now when I scream, you guys aren't gonna like it. But you did say my mic was cutting out. Oh, this is her room. Oh, the bird is so cute. I love the bird. The bird is so cute. What else is there? She really likes birds. Really likes birds and track. Letter from a man. I do not believe there is any reason you should be tied down by your younger self. Likewise, there is no reason your future self should be constrained by the you are today. Thank you, by the way, for the beautiful pressed flower. It was the first gift I have received from you, and I shall surely treasure it until the end of time. Wait, what? What was that about? Weird. Okay. Music's just kicking up a little bit. There's nothing actually happening. I'm gonna pull out the sledgehammer. The self-defense sledgehammer. I can't see anything through your head, Hinako. Hinako, stop! I can't corner peek. Did that connect? I can't tell. Fuck, I tried to dodge. Oh my goodness, didn't matter. Oh no. Okay, kill it quickly. Quick, quick. I think we got it. Okay, nice. Nice, okay. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Also, wow, so many CS majors. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's awesome, though. You know, I mean, computer science itself is its own form of creativity because you're still creating things. You know? It's just more logic-based. Oh, wait, okay. My stupid self has not realized this until just... I mean, I was kind of getting a feel for it, and now I'm seeing it. That this house, we just went into another section of the house. Oh, the calendar sets it to a specific date, and then it's transporting us to that date. When taking fatal damage from normal attacks, this mirror will break instead. Oh, wow. That's powerful. But yeah, it's just transporting us to that date. And it's like the house is mirrored. I see now. What on earth is this? What on earth? Doesn't feel right. I feel like someone's watching me. No. Duh. I'm always alone, so I'm okay with playing by myself. That means I have the right dish and the left dish all to myself. I like to play with the Kokeshi dolls a lot. I'm extra careful to share them with the left Hinako and right Hinako, so it's fair to both of them. Wait, so she's just so lonely as a kid that she just, like, pretended like there was multiple of her? Okay. Oh, it's a weight puzzle. I love this. I love this. This is so fun. We'll put that one there. Oh, okay. It's pretty heavy. Left Hinako and right Hinako do not know how to share properly. Ow, I dodged into that. Ow, stop. There. Hiya. There we go. Okay, we did it. Also, did you guys watch The Digital Circus? I love the last episode. I only ever watched the first episode of The Digital Circus, and I've never watched another episode, even though Talia was always like, God, have you seen the latest episode of The Digital Circus? It's so cool. It's so good. And I have not, I just haven't watched any of it. I haven't watched any of it. I'm much more of like, probably be like, yeah, that checks out. I'm much more of a Help a Boss fan, personally. And then all my friends told me, because we were like talking about how we wanted to do a cosplay, and they were like, oh, if we do a cosplay, you have to be Blitzo because you curse a lot. And that was the only reason. That was the only reason. And I was like, okay. Okay. We'll just go ahead and do the Kazuti. We're actually doing so well. We could probably actually get rid of the Yokon, but I don't want to be that cocky, personally. Okay, we still do have an Emma, but I'm not doing it right now. Okay. Is there anything down this way? Because I know we have the calendar. But I want to investigate. Get his ass! I hate you. Die, 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 die. Although my instincts tell me when I see that guy to like want to like back up because he scares me, I'm like, no. If I charge in and I get him before he can get me, that is how I will win. And you know what? It's working though. It's working. I'm facing my fears. I'm not up to date on Hello Boss. Also, they learned that you counter them as spam line attacks. No, genuinely, they're so evil. Hello? Hello? That's a nice picture. A nice picture. Hiya, hiya. There we go. Nice. We're really getting the hang of this. We're really getting the hang of this. I'm so proud of me. Okay. Very nice. Very, very nice. We're doing it. We are gaming. Enshrine. There we go. And then we get to use more Emma. Well, I want to save for more stamina, personally, so we're just gonna hoard it. Let's see. Also, the strategy makes me think you should play Doom the Dark Ages. Aggression is the only way to survive. Oh, I've never actually played a Doom game because, again, I never really played shooters and stuff because first-person shooters make me motion sick. I'm like now realizing because I think first-person horror seems to be okay because I don't have to whip the camera around aggressively. But I think first-person shooters might be pushing it, though. I'm in debt, but I really want to order a burger. What should I do? Rob the first. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not commit crime. Just simply don't have burger. Don't have burger. You don't need burger. Have healthy. Have carrots. Or something. Or something healthy if you have healthy. You know, I always, ask myself when I'm hungry, it's like, am I so hungry that I would eat an apple? If the answer is yes, then I eat the apple. And if I'm still hungry, then I'll go and get myself like a proper meal. But if I eat the apple and then I'm not hungry, then I know that, oh, I was just bored. And if I didn't want the apple, then clearly I wasn't hungry, I was just bored. That's what I do. Also, errand request, Hinako, I'm sorry to ask, but could you drop by Shu's house and buy that stomach medicine for me? Also, please let his family know that I've been getting better thanks to them. Traditional medicine truly is better than all those modern drugs, and the herbal remedies are far gentler. Herbal remedies are far gentler on the body. Tell them that I'll pay my bill at the end of the month, Mom. Okay. I wonder if it's stress. I could believe it. Oh! Girl, no! The fact that you started with a grab was evil. Okay, and then hiya, hiya. Oh, fuck. Ow. Shit. Oh. spooky, scary skeletons. You're not a skeleton, but you are spooky and scary. Okay. Well, now we're in the bathroom. Wow. Another kitchen knife. Or just replace the one that we have. Might as well. Might as well. It smells horrible. What is this? Clearly, something died in here. I don't think that's mystery solved, really, is what happened there. Something died. It's a lot brighter in here, though, interestingly. Bringing out the security hammer. The security hammer would save me. No, we don't save over that slot. Also, let's see. Rob the burger store sounds interesting. No. What are you, the Hamburglar? God. Also, think about it this way. Even the CEO of McDonald's doesn't care for his burgers. Just stealing it is paying that burger more respect than the company does. That's a wild logic, and I cannot poke a hole in it. Definitely don't play Ultra Kill if you get motion sick easily. Duly noted. How much does a normal good hamburger cost in your town? You know what? I could not... I know you're probably asking other people, but I could not tell you because I actually don't eat junk food. I wasn't allowed to have like sweets and soda and stuff as a kid. So I just, now as an adult, I just don't feel like eating it. I don't have that addiction in me. Which, I mean, as a kid, it sucked. But now that I'm older, I'm thankful for the fact that I don't have a hankering for junk food. Wow, just a one hit. Crazy. Okay. You're just patrolling out there? Well, we'll just leave you to it. Anything over here? Okay. Okay. We'll get that guy eventually. Ah! Oh my god, you scared me! You were closer than I thought! Third. Ow. Stop. Fuck. Oh, there's Ramune right there I missed. The things you notice when you're in combat. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, we did it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Stream cut out for me. Or is it me or issues with the stream? Maybe try refreshing. Maybe try refreshing. Scare counter. You're right. You're right. Scare counter. 19. There we are. Yeah. Okay. Might be. If I convert them out to good hamburger costing equivalent of $40, which was about 25. How do you pronounce that? I could not. I know, I'm not gonna even attempt it. I genuinely don't know. For $15, I could buy about 4 hamburgers. Wow. Also, where are you getting a $15 hamburger? That's like a bougie hamburger. I guess that's not fast food hamburger. Or, I mean, well, fast food has been getting more expensive nowadays. Because I would think, like, fast food hamburger, as far as I'm aware, it's, like, costs, like, what? Like, $5 for a fast food hamburger? Or am I out of date and I'm not aware of how inflation has been influencing hamburger prices? Well, this is our room. Bro, who was putting feminine energy all over the floor in here? Who's getting feminine energy all over the floor? Block of wax. A semi-transparent block of wax placed in my diary for some reason. There seems to be something stuck inside. Oh, it's a key. Okay. That's weird. Fragrant letter. There are many creatures that discard their shells as they mature. I believe that the suffocating feeling you're experiencing is merely a sign that you're growing up. A hint that it's time to rid yourself of your shell. Don't you think it is a bit of a strange... Don't you think it is a strange coincidence? I can read, guys. Your name means baby bird. I am sure all of this is simply pointing you to the fact that it's time for you to spread your wings and fly is drawing near. Who is this from? This person is a creep. Who are you? Get out of my DMs. I do not consent. Holy. Get away from me. Okay, we have divine water. Arare. Anything in here? What? Another gross futon. What is this? This feels so suffocating to me right now. This feels incredibly suffocating. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, girl. Big steppies. Oh, yeah, I was out of range. For sure. Ow, shit. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hiya! Very nice. Okay, look at this. We are so gamer. We are so gamer. Has to be Fox Mask, right? Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. It has to be Fox Mask because he's a real freak. Big freak. Big freaky weirdo. Don't like him. Don't like him. Why are there so many drawers? There's so many drawers. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna run through here really quick and put some stuff back because we're full up right now. Also, I don't think I ever got that ramune, so we will get that. Oh wait, maybe I did. I think it's all my Yokon that are like filling up my inventory. I think it's all like, man, I got too much Yokon. What am I supposed to do? You can't hold on to this. Okay, we don't have enough for stamina, Sag. Let me double check. Did I grab that ramune? I did! I'm so good. Something gives me the feeling Rien doesn't like escape rooms. Not true! I actually used to work in escape rooms. I really like escape rooms, actually. I don't have claustrophobia, but it's just, I don't know. I think it's probably just the sound. More Emma. Oh my god. I think it's just the sound. Just creates a very suffocating atmosphere. Yeah, I used to work in escape rooms. I'm like really, I'd say pretty good at them. Pretty good at them. At the least, like, I went to an escape room with Talio and our mom once. And they recommended that, like, the way the escape room was is that you start split up and then you meet up later after solving the first room. But they're like, but there's 3 of you, so one of you are going to have to be working on your own, so that might be kind of difficult for you. But because I used to work in escape rooms, my mom and Talia were like, okay, well, we'll just put Rien in the room by themselves, and the 2 of us will work together. And even then, I was helping them solve their room, because we had, like, kind of like a camera, kind of like communication system sort of thing that we could do, because we had to solve puzzles by communicating together. So I was even helping them just, like, solve the room as well, in addition to also solving my own at the same time. It was a lot of fun, though. I really enjoy escape rooms. Actually, My dream, as far as an escape room would go, is that I would like if they had an escape room that had like physical challenge aspects to it. So if it's like, you know, like maybe you're like doing an escape room that's like themed after like a temple or something, and you have to do like an obstacle course. Okay, I forgot. Okay, I forgot your game. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Ow! Stop. I'll pop another. But yeah, I would love if they had like an escape room that was like had like obstacle courses where you have to like climb across like rock walls and things like that. Also, in order to be able to like get out, and like not just like only just like unlocking things and stuff. Boring. Give me an obstacle course. Make me have to sign a waiver just in case I injure myself. Okay. Let me just lock in for a second here. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, we'll just stand here. Can't reach us. What a beautiful garden. Stop! Can I get in on you? I'm trying to put you out of your misery, dude. Like, take a hint. Hey, yeah. Oh, okay. Hey, girl, what's up? Okay. Okay, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We got more enemies. Also, I'm sure take the role that gives you all the answers and stuff. You know? I mean, when you work at an escape room, you have to, they make you also have to run through the room before, like, you have to try the room yourself and play the room yourself before you can run the room. So it's like, you don't just know all the answers off the bat. They're like, you do have to play it and figure it out on your own. And of course they say, and it's more difficult. Increase inventory capacity. Yes, thank you. Of course they always say it's more difficult to have to do it on your own. Which, I mean, to a certain degree, I feel like that's the case. But sometimes I think it can be a little easier not having to deal with other people. But, you know, also sometimes it's nice to have an outside perspective. I feel like it's a little bit of, it can go either way. It can go either way. Hardcore shape, it limits the type of customers that can do the room, harms profits, discriminates against disabled people. This is true, but disabled people can also do normal escape rooms, though. We can just also have escape rooms for people who are like, I want to do crazy shit. Because, I mean, I guess it's like, for example, like, you have normal gyms and stuff that, like, disabled people, like, rock climbing gyms that, oh, okay. You have, like, rock climbing gyms that disabled people can't participate in, but we still have those anyway because, you know, yeah. I mean, it would be definitely, like, a niche interest, though. I see. Page from Mom's Diary, April 7th, Showa 36, 1961. I still have trouble believing it. How could things turn out this way? The rest of this page has been hastily torn off. I should leave right away. Can I close the door? Or would that make it mad? I don't like sensing the fact that it's on the other side of the wall. I don't like that. I don't like that. Evil, intimidating totem, for sure. I hate that. I don't like that. Okay. I am beyond pipe. I'm evolved as a being. I'm a god. Keep going. I think this is the house as we first entered. Well, that's not how we first entered this place. Fuck. Oh my god. There we go. Hiya. Okay. Well, now we have to watch for enemies in here, huh? This is a lot dustier in here than I remember. Jesus. Okay, we offer this. We offer this. And I think maybe your mom is dusting. You know, this is... I guess I'm not going to criticize her for being bad at it. I'm not going to criticize her for being bad at it. Just thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom, for dusting the place. I appreciate it. Oh, wait, I could have countered that. Dang. Ah, shh. Stop. 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 Oh my god, can you stop? Sweet baby Jesus. Get off of me. How you like that? You don't. Oh my god. Good. Well, that wasn't too bad. It was just annoying, but not terrible. No, I don't want a steel pipe. Sad steel pipe noises. There we go. Why does it licking you do so much damage? To be fair, if I got licked by a random guy, I would also suffer a lot of damage. It would all be in my head, but it would be a lot of damage. It would be quite lethal. Okay. Oh yeah, we can upgrade this. More stamina now. How much can we get? This is an insane amount of upgrades. Okay, well, you know what? Let's focus on what we can and want to do. Which is we go in here. And you put that, the pipe. As for what we put in there, oh. That's true. That is what we would use that for. That's good. That's good. Of course. You smelled something cooking and you're like, wow, I want some. And it's like, that's really annoying. You could have helped me with cooking rather than showing up right when I was done. But you don't even know. You don't even have the awareness to realize how that's such a fucked up thing to do. Well, no food for you. Maybe New Game Plus allows you to get more upgrades. That's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. That, because I know there's an achievement for maxing everything out. And I'm just like, I don't know how you would be able to max everything out in the base. What? It's very pretty, but is this like the spiritual realm or something? What is happening? Weird. Okay, and then we're gonna have something show up to get us, aren't we? Oh! Okay, that was one for the scare counter. We're at 20 now. We're at 20 now. Let's see. I do suspect the liquor is based on unwanted physical contacts from men towards women. It also starts showing up around the same time you go to the middle school, which may or may not be a coincidence. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's the mist of I mean, yeah, also, yeah. It's just, hey, so Silent Hill is in your walls now. It's actually just everywhere. We're still... I think, are we still missing things? I don't believe. Yeah, there's supposed to be a sword plate. They fought battling upon a set of scales. The heavens themselves shuddered at the... Hey, yo, I'm trying to do a puzzle here! Can you fuck off? Okay. The heavens themselves shuddered at the ferocity. Day after day, the sun rose behind the fox's back and set behind the swords. Well, the sun rises in the east. So that is the east. And, okay, so we missed a thing. We missed a thing. What did we miss? Oh! That's annoying. Luckily, Rien doesn't get mad I get even. I do both, honestly. Spite fuels me. I have so much spite and anger in my body. Also, a new iteration of the inside the house all along trope. We've gone entire time in your house. That would be so funny. Don't get scared, get angry. No, genuinely. I am sure you guys could definitely tell that whenever I get to a point where I get so sick of being scared that I just start getting really pissed off and aggressive. So yeah, that is my coping. Oh, you. I've messed up. Fuck. Oh, wow. I can't believe I did that. Okay. Okay, you know what? We did it. Oh wait, he's not dead. He's not dead. Fuck. I was complacent. I thought you died. Shit, my bad. Okay, you're dead now. You're dead now. Okay. I came back with 2 sandwiches made with ham, mozzarella, coajo, cheese, salsa, chili sauce. Wait, that sounds so good. That's so good. Let's see. Also, that would be wild. Then again, there was a French noble who was so rich she had a mock peasant village built so she could experience the life of the poor. She was then executing the French Revolution. You mean Marie Antoinette? I think everyone knows who she is. You can use her name. She's not Voldemort. Celebrated tad preemptively there. No, genuinely. Genuinely. Okay. I think, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know history a little bit. Sometimes. I have to go back through the whole house, though. So, didn't take you to be a history buff. Dude, I love history. History was one of my best subjects in school. Like, I would drive my teachers crazy because I was just really good at memorizing things. So I never took notes. I would just sit there and stare at them during my lessons. And then on my state exams for history in high school, I actually got a perfect score. Or I was just shy of a perfect score. I got 97 out of 100. So, yeah. Because, with the state that I lived in at the time, that was how they scored test, is they do it out of 100, which makes more sense, but that might be weird to some people. But yeah, so I got 97 out of 100. And then one of my teachers asked if I could speak to her class, talk to her students about how I did so well, and talk to them about like the importance of studying and doing assignments and stuff. Except then when I showed up to go talk to them, I was like, guys, I'm gonna be so real with you. I never took notes in this class. I never did my homework. I just did my test, got perfect scores on them, and then also almost got a perfect score on the state exams. So, and she's like, okay, we're done here. Get out now. I was such a little shithead in school. So oh. Okay, that I don't know if I should cut that on the counter, but that did startle me. I was in fact startled. I did not give a like audible confirmation that I was startled, but I was in my heart startled. So I will count it on the scare counter. Actually I think I forgot one. So let me do 22. There we go. Yeah. Also, but it would be really funny if she did come back from the dead space. You were talking about it. Emphasizing cool things I hope. I mean, yeah. I think it's cool. I think it's pretty cool. Also, that kid that doesn't study, doesn't listen to classes, untouchable, do their grades. Yeah, no, I really did drive my teachers crazy because they were like, you could be so successful in school if you weren't such a lazy shit. And I'm just like, sorry. Sorry. I just like, just wasn't really challenged. So I didn't need to try until then I started college. And then I got slapped in the face with like, oh, actually, I do kind of need to try. Just showing up for class isn't good enough anymore. So I had to learn how to actually like study and put in effort for the first time in my life. And that was awful. That was terrible. I really struggled. Let's see, I wouldn't be a lazy shit if you were a successful teacher. I mean, I wouldn't blame my teachers, honestly. Because, I mean, like, hey, like, I still did well in their classes. So, clearly they were teaching the material well. But it's like almost they were teaching it so well, there was no need for me to do homework to reinforce it. So, it's just like, maybe you could kind of view it as an ultimate compliment to their teaching. But, they definitely didn't see it that way. Being able to coast through high school like that sounds fun, but so bad on you. I know, it was so bad. I did not finish with a very high GPA because my grades just got dragged down by the fact that I never did my assignments and stuff. And I just got really good. And I never did projects either. I just got really good at improvising them, though. And they knew I was making up my projects on the spot and my presentations. But they couldn't do anything about it because I just did a good job. I just did a really good job. Like, I remember I gave a whole... I, like, didn't even know that I had to give a book report until the day I showed up for class. And then I was like, oh, wait, there's a book report? And I literally had just finished reading a book that morning, and I just planned on returning it to the library to get a new one to read. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just do a presentation on this book. Just made up a whole fucking book report right off the top of my head. And I got an A on it because but my teacher did pull me aside and be like, you know, I would have liked if you had spent more time on this and like prepared it in advance, you know? And I was just like, shrug. Shrug. Clearly didn't need to because you still gave me an A. Yeah, no, don't, it sounds like I'm bragging. I mean, I am a little bit. But, like, also, like, it was so bad for me later in life. It was so bad for me later in life. So, like, learn from my mistakes. Don't be like me. Wait, I have to fight all these enemies again? All because I didn't get everything the first time? What did I miss the first time? This is so... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna figure out... Well, I'll run back through here later, because apparently I missed something. That's annoying. And it's getting a little late, so I think we'll go ahead and call stream here. But anyway, yeah. Yeah. Let me go ahead and read final parting notes from everybody. Let's see. I'm in the exact same situation you described and still trying to figure out how to study. Yeah. Like, I know how to take notes because I used to actually take notes in class, and I took pretty good notes. But, I don't know how to study my notes. I don't know how to study them because I just read them and I'm like, yeah, I feel like I know this. And then it's like, wait, why don't I? Why don't I? Also, by the way, that is a real phenomenon. Being able to study how better students who do too easily in early classes suffer later on due to lacking the foundation for hard work habits. Yeah, no. It would have been better to have them move up to advanced classes to keep them used to being challenged. Yeah. I used to be in like advanced classes and stuff like when I was a kid. But then eventually they pushed me out of those programs just because they just kind of didn't like me. Which is fair because I was a really antisocial little shitter. So they just kind of didn't want me in the programs because they already had like their favorite students they wanted to keep in those programs. And I also moved around a lot and stuff as a kid. So they kind of really didn't want to be asked with looking at my transcripts. And so they were just kind of like, we already have kids in these classes and we don't want to like put a new kid in here. It'll just mess up things, you know? So I just got stuck in regular classes, and as a result, I never really got challenged. So, yeah. Also, you can run past them. You're so right, Talio. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Anyway, thank you guys all so much for being here. I'm gonna have schedule up. I always say I'm gonna have it up on Sunday, and then I never don't. I always procrastinate and I post it on Tuesday. You guys know I'm gonna be live on Wednesday. We're gonna play more Resident Evil 6 with Talio, okay? We know that. We know this. It's gonna be the same exact schedule as this week. So even if I don't post a schedule, it's going to be the same schedule. Well, actually, no. No, it's not going to be, because me and Talia are going to the movies on Thursday, and I'm probably not going to be back home in time for stream. So actually, cancel that! Cancel that! Okay, I'm actually probably not streaming on Thursday, but I'll be here for Friday and Saturday. Yeah, okay? That's what's gonna happen. Guys, it's almost 2 a.m. for me. I'm tired. I can't English right now. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all had a lovely time, and I will see you in the next stream. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and learn how to study. Okay.